if these ideas are good, can we take them on and stop arguing about ideologies and work out how we make Scotland more prosperous? That's the only thing that matters to me. What was that guy? It was Harry Truman that said, it's amazing. You can change the world if you don't mind who takes the credit, right?
Yeah.
If these are good ideas, can we just get on with them, and can we gather around them, and can we make Holyrood a place of intelligent conversation, of challenging thought, of curiosity of mind, where where everyone's not thinking the same? Who's it said, when everyone's thinking the same, no one's thinking, right? Can we please have Holyrood become almost like a laboratory of ideas, of innovation? Let's try it. Oh, it didn't work. Well, let's try something else, see if that works. To me, that is what Holyrood should. Holyrood's got all the power at the moment to do that, but instead is obsessed with this continual wrangle about the Constitution, and it's obsessed with this continual ideology. The only way to sort something out is for the state to spend money.
But let me come in on the Constitution point, because this frustrates me somewhat as well, because the SNP get labelled obsessing over independence. Well, who knew? That was what the Scottish National Party believe in. But fundamentally, for that conversation just to stop, that discussion, that back and forth, there needs to be an agreed process. There needs to be an agreed process from the UK government that says, if this metric is met, we will have a referendum. And then that allows the space for the conversations that you want to have take place in earnest.
Well, I would say to that Alex Salmond got his referendum because he earned the right to get one, right? He won a majority in Holyrood, and he ran a good administration on the whole, and he was able to demonstrate that he was able to create, that there was growth. I mean, if you look at the growth rate of Scotland under his administration, it was a higher growth rate, right? And it was an 84% turnout, Jeff. I mean, that is the highest turnout. I mean, people around the world were studying this in political science all over the world. This was the highest turnout of any vote except Australia, where it's compulsory to vote. So the Scots were engaged in this conversation. 3.6 million of them voted, 2 million to stay, 1.6 million to remain. That is a decisive result, and Salmond knew it, and that's why he made his comment about that's for a generation, right? Now, if I had been Alex Salmond and I'd got the vote from 30 to 45%, I would have been entitled, I think, to say I'm handing over to Sturgeon. She can get it from 45 to 60%, right? And you're part of that journey. But that hasn't happened, and that hasn't happened because we've had a government which has not been interested in growth, and we've had a welfare economy with flatlined. And guess what? The polls are flatlined. So therefore, it's not. You can't have the conversation because you haven't earned the right. So my view would be earn the right to do it.